Hello out there and welcome to the third episode of my Minecraft Let's Play series. Between the last episode and this one we'd been tidying up our place a bit. As you can see, we now have storage down here. And I've also just been stocking up our shops. In the last episode we made a mushroom farm, a soup kitchen and a butcher shop. And that's what I've been stocking. We also started out the episode by working a bit on our skeleton farm down here. And I actually want to do that again, because if we just get a few more skeletons here, we can try to kill this one. So sometimes when we kill these, some of the items fall way in the back, like you just saw there. And to pick them up you need to go really close, and then the skeletons can hit you, as you can see. The way we're gonna solve this problem is very simple. We're just gonna put a hopper underneath them and a chest. And so let me just do that. I need to go around them right now so I don't get hit. They should be right there, which means I can go over here. And we need to kill them so we don't let them loose. We did let them loose. This was such a bad idea. Put one there. In the hopper. There. And now we can fill this in. Like this. They'll now be standing on the hopper. And we can just put a chest here. And we won't have that problem anymore. Okay, so today's farm is gonna be a really good early game farm because it's gonna give us a bunch of different useful stuff. As you can see, we now have a nether portal network thing, so we can get here quite a lot quicker in the future. But we are gonna be building an AFK fishing farm, and I'm gonna put it right over here so that the other farms are loaded and will continue to produce stuff while we're using this one. The farm we're gonna build is due to Panda 4994, and we're gonna be building it with Exuma's fix for 1.11, and of course there'll be links to that down in the description. This farm will generate both fish, of course, and also enchanted bows and fishing rods, and we're probably gonna be able to sell most of the stuff we get from it, which will be super nice. Something like this. I'm just gonna build this and then I'll explain sort of how it works afterwards. So see you in a bit. So here it is, the fishing farm, and it's pretty much exactly what the other guys did. There's some redstone here that functions as a clock, so when I turn it on, you can see that this will periodically turn on and off, updating this. And the way it works is you go in here and then you stand on this cobblestone and you have to click a little bit specific, and then you throw out your line and you just stand here. And eventually you'll catch something. Now currently I only have the basic fishing rod, which means it'll both take longer than usual and I won't get as good loot as usual. But I'm expecting to catch a better enchanted fishing rods here soon, and then I'm gonna switch to them and combine them to make the ultimate fishing rod eventually. We will also need to put a patent on this farm as we don't want anyone else using it. I think we just got something there. Let's go out and see. Yeah, here is what we've got so far. So that's nice. Okay, so the shop is gonna be the big thing today, and as you can see already, the city has been expanded a little bit. There's a new shop over there, and there's also one back there behind the new city hall, which is where we're going now because we need to purchase a patent and a plot for today's shop. So in here it's gotten very nice actually. This is a cool city house. We'll just purchase a patent here, and the plot we're gonna purchase costs 8 diamonds, and we'll just go there now to purchase it. So the shop we're gonna build today actually goes very well with the theme of the butcher, because we are gonna build a smeltery, and it's gonna be over here. You see, I've reserved it for now. And so we'll build a smeltery with quite a bit of redstone. This is going to take up a lot of space underground. And so I've asked the owner of the torch shop if it's okay to build under his shop, and he agreed to that. We're going to build a variation of Ilmango's design. It's something that I've been toying with a bit in creative for a while, and then I found his design by pure coincidence. I will of course link his video down in the description. For now, I think I should just build the redstone and then catch up with you and show you what it can do and how it will do. So, let me explain what's going on here. Here we have 22 furnaces in a row, and I'll explain why it's 22 in a moment. When they smelt things, they're sucked out by these hoppers. That's very simple. We also have hoppers above them putting things into them, and above that we have another line of hoppers pointing down towards that direction down there. So items will go into the top layer of hoppers, and these the second layer of hoppers will be deactivated because they're powered by this line over here, and that is just because we want to delay the signal by 2 ticks here, but otherwise they're all powered on the bottom here. So they're powered by this torch down here, and when something reaches the end hopper, it will activate this comparator, which then turns off this this torch, and then the bottom layer here starts sucking the items. At that point, there should be one item in each of the hoppers on the top layer. And to ensure that they don't continue doing stuff while while the second layer are sucking the items down, we actually lock the top level with all of this redstone. Now there is a weird bug with hoppers where it'll the first 7 will have one thing in them, but then there will be one that's empty, and then it will continue. And that's why we have these delays of 2 ticks, because we want to not have an empty hopper. So by putting in both a repeater up there and a repeater down here, we actually get that each of them have exactly one item. So this idea I first saw on Tango's channel on Hermitcraft, and I've been playing around with it in creative since, and finally I saw Ilmango's video about doing it. Over here we have another part of this, which is the item elevator. It's just a simple dropper elevator. Things go into the bottom dropper. This comparator turns on, repeater turns on, repeater turns on, repeater turns on, and that also locks the hopper here, so it won't send another item until the first one is gone. And then we also have a tower of torches over here that will power all the way up to where we can move it to where the final output should be from all of these furnaces. Yeah, so now let's get to the building of the actual shop. And the big reveal, here it is. We have the furnace over here, and then we have an input chest where you can put items that you want to smelt or cook, and then we have the output chest over here. So let's just say we want to make 32 coal, so we put in 32 items. We can smelt up to 32 items per diamond, so we'll just put our diamond in here, and then we'll have a snack while we wait. Look at the pretty fire. We do have to be careful that the fire doesn't jump, but I think this is safe. This should be safe. And the item should be coming out here in any moment now. The reason we have the 22 furnaces downstairs is that the time it takes for one item to be smelted, it can travel 22 hoppers of distance. And so the slowdown here is actually the item elevators that I may look at making faster if I can find some way of doing that. But the furnaces have already completed like way before we see the items coming up here. This is actually coming pretty slow, unfortunately. I'm sorry this episode is gonna be a bit short. I'm missing a time lapse, but there wasn't really a reason to do so in this episode. And here we have our 32 items, which is what we put in, so that's perfect. We have our shop license, meaning we're open for business. And yeah, that will be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully see you back later. Bye.